this is Cheri at djsundry.blogspot.com, and I have a fun project to share with you. Now, this is just a project share. It is not a tutorial because it kind of evolved as it went. Oops, I forgot to grab one thing here. So I'm just going to start by showing you the supplies that I used throughout various parts of the project. Pardon some of the glare because I'm sure there's going to be some glare here because there's a lot of reflective stuff going on. And so I use Mod Podge and I use my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. I had this big bag of flowers. If you saw a recent haul video, you might have seen that I have it. I got this big old bag for like, I don't know, $3.99 at Hobby Lobby. It was an as-is bag, and it's just full of loose flowers, like as if probably just pieces that got left on the ground from their different flower picks that they sell, and they just crammed them all in here. Most of them fall colors. There's a couple whites in there, a couple that are more summery than fall, but for the most part fall colors. So I used those. I used rhinestone adhesives from Recollections, and the reason that I just have this empty package here is because I used all of them. There were 4 in this pack, and I'll point those out. From EK Success, EK Tools, I bought this glitter. I think I picked this up at my local Walmart a long time ago, and I don't use a lot of glitter. This is the metallic glitter pack, but I decided that I wanted to try this because it was really super fine glitter, and I just wanted to see how it would work. So I had purchased some of that, and so I used that on one of the projects. And then I used 3 different gorgeous colors from 3 Girl Jam. I used Sunflower and Harvest Orange, and those are both from the Harvest pack. And then I used Hot Chocolate, which is from the it's the Hot and Cold pack. It's got Hot Chocolate and then it's got Ice Blue, and it's the Hot and Cold pack, and I really like that pack. And then I used a charger. Now this is not the color of charger I used. I used a different color, or actually 2 different colors, as you'll see in a few minutes. But these are chargers that I just picked up at my local Michael's. They were normally $1.99. Now these green ones I got on sale for, I think it was 39 cents. They were clearancing them out. But the others I think I got on sale for $1 a piece, or 99 cents a piece. And then the other main component that I used was napkins. Now I don't have, this is one set of napkins that I use, the other set I don't have. This is an extra project that I'm kind of showing today. So this is the first time I think it's the first time I've really used napkins in crafting, but it was perfect for this. So let me show you the first one. The first one is this gorgeous plate. So this is the simpler of the 2, and what I did is, and I haven't even sealed over the top of this, and I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to just kind of leave it rough and rugged like it is. But I took, for this one, I took the Scotch Quick Dry, and the reason I chose Scotch Quick Dry is because this was kind of a last minute project, and I need it for something tomorrow, and it was late and I was tired when I was making it. And so I thought the Scotch Quick Dry would work really well, and it did. It adhered this down really super well. If I wanted to finish the top of it, I could go back over the top again with Scotch Quick Dry, or I could use Mod Podge. Either way, and it would dry nicely and just provide a protective coat over the top. For this one, I don't think that's really necessary. And then you see here, this is the way I have it planned to go, so it will sit up kind of like this, and that's probably going off camera, but I'm going to, for this particular one, I'm using it as a gift, and I'll include a plate holder that looks like this with it, or that actually is the one. So I put the Mod Podge on it, and since the Recollections bling is just adherent itself, it just stuck right to this plate without any difficulty. So I've got one here, and then I have one here. And then this is where I had an interesting time, not with this plate, but with the first one I did. My original plan was to use E6000 to adhere the flowers and everything on. But what I found, and this one probably would have been okay, but with the other one, the leaf that I had a lot of shape and body, and I wasn't able to hold it down. E6000 is really good for this type of project, but it doesn't dry quickly. And so what I instead ended up using was hot glue. I was a little afraid that the hot glue would loosen very easily. I also personally don't like the strings from hot glue. I see I missed one there. But it actually adhered it really nicely. So in this one, if you see back here, I kind of have a cattail hidden along the side of the plate. And then this nice big flower, I don't know what it is, a chrysanthemum maybe, I don't know, I'm not so good at flowers. And then a sunflower, and then another little orange colored flower. Now woven through this, you see here, I have some of the 3 Girl Jam sunflower crinkle ribbon, and I just kind of wove that through, so it's kind of looped over here, and then it's coming out the bottom, almost lost in this flower down here. And the sunflower, the colors match so well. And then I tied a double bow, and I used a 3 Girl Jam bow maker to tie my double bow, just to add, it's so easy. It's so much easier for me to use the bow maker unless I'm tying a super simple bow, because I just don't tie good bows, and so that was perfect for this. So this is the hot chocolate down here. Then you see up here I have a couple other orange and yellow colored flowers, and then a couple of green leaves. Now I almost didn't choose the green leaves, except for they really did go, and they do have a little hint of the coloring as if the fall colors are just beginning to change. So there is the first one, and I think I'm just going to leave that just as is. Now the second one that I made was actually a brown plate, and I really like this one. I'll tell you what I did, and then I'll tell you kind of what I like about it and what I'm kind of disappointed in. This one I use Mod Podge, and this is actually one napkin. Obviously it's a different napkin. So I tore apart, and when I was tearing it apart I didn't realize that it was a 2-layered napkin. So I got it all glued down and the top came off because the bottom was glued and it was a 2-layer. So I went ahead and pulled it all up and pulled off the bottom layer, and that glued down, and I kind of crinkled it. This was on the napkin 4 times actually, and this is actually scripture. It says, enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name, for the Lord is good and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues to all generations. Psalm 104 through 5. So I kind of ripped that part out and I left everything really rough. And then on the edges there were leaves all around. I think it was 2 of the 4 edges on each part of the napkin. So I just shredded them all and saved them. And then I kind of crinkled them and I glued them all down with Mod Podge. And then when I was all done and it was ready for the next step, I put another coat of Mod Podge over the top, and then I very, very lightly sprinkled it with some of that glitter so that you can see it's really glittery. My disappointment in that, however, is I kind of lost some of the words. I should have maybe put another underneath the words. By the time you have all the dark coming through, if I had chosen maybe another yellow napkin or something to add a layer just under the words, I think it would have made that pop a little bit better. But it's still readable, and I do still like it. This was the leaf. It's a great big huge leaf, and it's beautiful fall colors, but that was the one that I had a lot of trouble using, the E6000, and finally I just used the hot glue and glued it down. And this one, there we go, a couple of those strings. Again, I have one of the cattails sticking out here, the same Recollections bling at the top and the bottom. Then I have all these pretty fall colored flowers in different ones. Now this double bow that I made, it's a double bow, but I simultaneously put the yellow and the orange, the sunflower yellow and the harvest orange together, so that then I just kind of separated them out. So I have, not only do I have a double bow, but it's a double bow in 2 colors, and you can see the tails hanging out there, and those colors just blended perfectly. So there we have my 2 plates. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and remember, take some time to enjoy the little things. Have a great day. Bye.